and welcome to Gulf Gist. This is the place where we're going to be having amazing conversations about Gulf, from the job opportunities to the business market, finances and investments, and any other Gulf related stories. I'm going to be your host, Yvonne Katha, and apart from these episodes, we're going to be having many more other episodes. Of course, if I get the privilege of having my guests on the studio, yes, they'll be coming here once in a while to share their experiences as well. And when I don't have a guest, I'll always be here alone just to share my own personal Gulf experience. And on today's episode, being the first episode, I'll just like to share, answer questions that I've been getting from mostly my friends. They really engage with me to know how is my Gulf life. Yes, and I was wondering how many more people are out there and they would want to hear. So join me as I embark on this new journey of starting the Gulf Gist. Wait a minute. So this time round, I've just decided, you know what? I'm taking this route and I'm gonna go with it. With the help of God, I'm gonna be consistent. Yes, on today's episode, I'm just answering questions. And most of the questions that people ask me is how people come to Gulf. Yes. Some of the things that I'm sharing here, remember, are not it's not everyone's experience. It is my own personal experience. What are the other ways that people come to Cairo? 3 ways that I know of. 1, through agencies. 2, through friends, like I did. And 3, through their own personal means. So I'm going to go explaining one by one. I'm going to be explaining today, and in my other episodes as well, it's going to be coming through. Vitu zinaweza kuramba. So you better do your research very, very well and make a lot of consultations so that you're on the safer side. So mostly the documents that people need to come is a visa and just the tickets. There are 2 types of visas. That is the working visa and the tourism visa. But most people use the tourism visa to come, and then they extend maybe to get a work visa as they continue. And for some like me who are still surviving on tourism visa, yes, how risky it is, I'm going to be telling you in one of my episodes. Yes, I'm going to be sharing that as well. But that's how people come as individuals. Okay, so you just pay for yourself and you have somebody to help you find a job and to give you accommodation. That's it about paying for yourself. If it worked for you, please remember to share on the comment section as well. 2, when you are being brought by a friend, that means of course you have a friend who's working here and you have seen them and you are interested. So it either happens 2 ways. Now you either pay for yourself, or the one that I've just explained, or they pay for you. When they pay for you, you guys enter into an agreement of how you will come and pay each other the money they've paid for you for the tickets and for the visas. So for me, this is something I really love to share. My own experience when I was brought by a friend. The friends who got me, big shout outs to the girls. They were so generous and open. They told me everything that I should expect. Before I left Kenya, we had agreed on the amount I'm paying them, because guys, sincerely speaking, people have encountered, you have a friend who will pay for you to come, but when you come here, they overcharge you, or something just goes wrong, or they don't tell you the truth about the job you're coming to do, or they don't tell you even about the nature of the job. So for me, big shout outs to my friends. By the way, they told me everything before I came to Cairo to work. At least I had an idea or an imagination of how it would be, and we agreed even on the payments. There was no overcharging. We were on the right track. Okay, about agencies. So the other means of coming is through agencies, and let me tell you, I'm sure you have heard a lot of stories about agencies that bring people to Gulf. Hey, feel free again to share your experience. Tell us if you came through a genuine agency, or kilikuramba pia you came through a fake agency. Feel free. So let's talk about these agencies now. There are 2 types of agencies. Apart from being genuine and fake, there are agencies whereby the agencies work with companies that are already in Gulf. The agencies just send maybe the vacancies for the job, people apply. They pay for you the ticket, they pay for you the visa, they provide accommodation when you come, and stuff to do with the job. I don't know a lot about it, but I'm going to be about it, so I'm going to be updating you more in my upcoming episodes. Okay, but so there's these agencies now. Apart from these ones that pay for you and bring you to work, okay, those are the genuine agencies. There's this other type of agencies whereby, okay, they might be genuine, but they ask you to pay for yourself. Some of those agencies work like that and they are genuine, it's okay. But now let's come to this other fake agencies. Guys, before you get to trust any agency, please make sure you do a background check, a clear background check. Somebody cannot just send you documents and just ask for your money and you're just sending it and you don't have proof of, you don't know anyone they have brought to Gulf. Like, there's no like background about them on the online spaces. They don't have an office, you know. So I think as people, if you want to come just to work in Gulf, please do your background check on the agency you want to travel with, okay? Now, I know sometimes you might have done your due diligence and it still goes bad, but please, if you're out there and you know are real agencies, please plug Watu on the comment section so that they can use it. And if it went wrong with you, please share experience. It's highly... somebody will learn from it as well. But I'm still doing my research about these agencies and I'll try my best to like keep updating you on my other episodes, okay? So that's how people come to Gulf, through agencies, through personal means, and through friends. So the second question that people mostly ask is about why do people come to Gulf, or why did I come to Gulf? It was just about changing an environment, and I believe there are other people who are like me who just chose that path, other people for greener pastures as well, and it is working for all of us. So I think it's high time people just stop misunderstanding that the people who are working here are just uneducated or something. It's not people come here for different reasons, okay? But all in all, greener pastures are very much available here. So that is just why people will come to Gulf. Greener pastures, change of environment, and many other different reasons we're going to be hearing from the guest. Maybe I'll get to host on board, okay? That question that people ask me, it's the stories I had before coming to Gulf and I still decided to come to Gulf. Okay, just let's say the stories, the reels and the myths about Gulf. So I'm sure even you at home, you've had so much stories about Gulf, weird, scary, all that stuff. But for me, when I was coming, I was very intentional about doing my background research. So I really tried as much as possible not to focus on the negative side. I followed mostly the Ultimate Gorgeous. She was an amazing lady, and Zawe Amina. Those were the two ladies that I used to follow their content until I came to Gulf. And till today, I still try to go to, because right now they're in Kenya, I still try to go back to their videos, because their videos were not just like any other stories we'll hear about Gulf. Yes, they shared their challenges, but with solutions. So I know you have heard a lot, but funny enough, people share those stories, but those people don't leave that Gulf to come back home. They're still there. They just maybe overreact the stories. I know some of the stories are so true, but everyone who comes to Gulf has a very different experience. It's less chances of finding people who share like the same experience, okay? So yes, so that's about like the stories you have heard. Some are true, some are not, some are exaggerated, but you choose, and people share out of their own personal experiences. So don't be scared. You can still come and work, because you never know your experience. The experience that your friend has, or your neighbor has, or the one that you've seen online has, cannot be the same experience maybe you have. Okay, some have good, some have bad. Yes, like that. I'll be expounding more on these topics in my upcoming episodes. Yes, guys, this is the first video. It's more of an introduction, guys, okay? But remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share as well. Let's engage in this content. I'm sure you relate. I'm sure even if you're not in Gulf, you have a friend or a relative who's working here. Okay, so maybe this will be the last thing I'll speak about on this episode, but there are more episodes to come, okay? So stay tuned, watch out. Expectations versus reality. What I expected versus what actually is on the ground. You always hear vitu kwa ground ni different. Let me tell you, it's true. So for me, as I told you before, like I came through a friend, and the friend had told me like so much a word of what to expect maybe when I come. Some of the expectations that, okay, maybe she placed, and I bought them in my mind. I actually like came to have an encounter with them, and it was a good experience, yes. But some of the things I was told, how I imagined them or how I understood them, is not the way I found them as well. So I had these expectations of maybe finding, it was just crazy, you know, like maybe I'll have easy time working, maybe the job. I just maybe fathomed or fantasized of this Disney World. Yo, it's not Disney World, it's Gulf. You have your own fair share of challenges, you know. But most of the things I would say for me, it's 50-50. What I experienced versus what I found in reality. It's mostly what I experienced is what I found on the reality on the ground, because whoever brought me was gracious enough like to let me know what is happening about their salary, about the dollar inflation. I just had an idea, okay? But I know there are people who come with a lot of expectations. Funny expectations that we always have, calculating how you will save. Let me tell you, that is a myth. I'm going to be talking about that in one of my episodes. It's a story that we all have to talk about. We all expect coming here after 2 years, you have already bought a shamba, build a house. No, it's gonna be a wild topic. I'll try to work on it as well. So thank you for listening to me. Please remember to like, comment, share, engage with me on Instagram at Yvonne Meme, on TikTok as well. And here on the comment section as well, let us know about your Gulf experience even in general. And if you relate to anything I've said and you like to share your experiences, feel free to do so. Thank you so much for listening. I love you. See you next episode.